Hey beauties, Rosie here from rosiepena.com, a fashion and lifestyle blog. So it's been such a long time since I've seen you last. The last time I saw you literally was probably over 2 years ago, which I cannot believe. It's insane. So obviously a lot has changed since my last video. I moved to a different town. I have a new job. I have not been sewing as much, unfortunately. I miss it, but it's just, I've been so busy. And honestly, just working as a nurse now has just opened me up to a whole different world. I see different cultures, I see different lifestyles, and you know, talking to more people, co-workers, seeing new things, and obviously financially has helped a whole lot. As you all know, I'm a single mom of 2 kids, still a single mom, but definitely once I improved my education and started working, I've been able to afford a better lifestyle. I wouldn't say that I'm rich by any means because I'm not. It's just a totally different lifestyle than what I've been used to in the past. So like I said, a lot has changed. So in today's video, it's basically just like a catch up of where I've been. Like I said, I've missed you all so much, but I've just been so busy. I have not been able to film and just really wasn't in the right space to film. So as of this video, I have been a nurse for almost 1 whole year. In about less than a week, it'll be a year working as a nurse, which I'm so proud of. And if you guys don't know, I chose to work in the operating room. It's definitely a different type of nursing compared to like a floor nurse, a med-surg nurse, a nurse who is often giving medications, checking in on the patient at the bedside. So the type of nursing that I do is definitely a lot different than that. And the orientation process is actually a lot longer than what a med-surg nurse would go through. My orientation process has actually been the entire year that I've been a nurse. So I've been on training. So I've actually just recently started doing cases on my own. I actually really took the entire year to feel comfortable. There's so many different surgeries, there's so many different instruments and surgeon preferences and things that you have to learn. So it has taken me the whole year. But I do feel a lot more comfortable in my role now, and I feel a little bit more, you know, able to share my experience. So if you guys are interested in the nursing aspect of what I do, I would love to share more of that with you all. I'm sure there's plenty of you who have had surgery before or know someone who's had surgery or are contemplating any kind of a surgery. This type of nursing is definitely something that all of us can relate to. So you don't have to be a nurse or be interested in going to nursing school to understand more about that side of nursing. So if you guys want to know more about that, I'd be happy to share more videos related to operating room nursing and just what we actually do in our role. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to put a video together about that. So I'm sure a lot of you have been wondering where I've been as far as sewing. Like I said, I took a lot of time off, but I do still have my pattern website, rosiepenapattern.com. There was a point in time, actually, I'm suspicious of who might have done this. My website domain name went up for renewal. My time lapsed for like 1 week. And there's ways to keep track of people's renewals and get notifications. My renewal lapsed for 1 week, and whenever I went to renew my pattern website, rosiepenapatterns with an S at the end.com, somebody had purchased my domain name, and the person who did this just wanted to hold up the space of that domain name and not actually obviously do anything with it. So I ended up having to change my domain name to rosiepenapattern without the S.com. So my sewing patterns are still available on that domain name, rosiepenapattern without the S. But obviously it was an inconvenience because a lot of people had the link to Rosie Pena Patterns. A lot of my blog posts were linked to Rosie Pena Patterns. So definitely a headache, but I didn't want to let that stop me as far as my business and my pattern website. So if you guys are interested in my patterns and you've had trouble reaching that link, just type in Rosie Pena Patterns and it should still come up under rosiepenapattern.com. And of course, I'll have the link in this description video as well. I have dresses, I have tops, I have pants, even coats, all kinds of cute patterns. I even have a bag pattern that is really awesome. Perfect for travel if you like to travel. So many patterns on my website. So if you guys love sewing, check out those patterns. I would really appreciate it. Even if you guys just talk about it and share more about my patterns on your own social medias or just with your sewing friends, that would be really helpful. And it would definitely motivate me to get back into pattern making and put the time and effort into doing that. Like I said, I have been so busy, but if you guys want more patterns for me, I could figure out the time and the space to get all that together again. I do actually have a scrub cap pattern that I'm working on. So if you know anyone in the medical field that likes to wear the scrub cap, I wear them for work in the operating room. So I do have a pattern that I'm working on for that. That pattern will definitely come with a video tutorial that you guys will see here on YouTube. So yeah, if you're interested in scrub caps, just stay tuned. That is coming very soon. So as far as my personal life, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've been single for a very long time. Don't get too excited, I'm still single. But I've definitely finally been trying to like put myself out there more and date. So I've gone on a few dates and I'm really just kind of exploring myself and learning more about what I like. I was single for so long, so I feel like I don't even know what kind of relationship I wanted. So I'm proud of myself now for finally putting myself out there and investing in relationships and just figuring out how to know people again. I feel like as mothers, we can really just invest so much of our time in our children and like forget who we are as people. So the space that I'm in right now is definitely learning more about myself and growing. And I encourage you as well to take the time to do that for yourself. I know, especially in this time and age, it's so easy to just get distracted with everything. You know, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's YouTube. There's so many avenues to get distracted in. But one thing that I tell my daughters, especially my oldest daughter, is that you will never ever regret taking your time and investing in you and yourself. So whatever that is, learning a new skill, going to school again, reading, talking with people, taking a bubble bath, whatever it is, as long as you're investing in yourself, as selfish as that sounds, you are the person that you're with the most. So if you're happy and you fill up your cup, you're gonna be able to share that happiness with other people. It's gonna overflow out of your cup and go to everyone else. If you invest your time in your life into everyone else and not yourself, you're gonna feel resentful, you're gonna feel depleted, and you're not gonna be a good person to be around. No matter how strong we think we are very strong. Eventually that will take a toll on you, and that was definitely a place where I was at before, not really putting myself first. I promise you, it might be uncomfortable for a little while, but once you do it, you will feel a lot better about it. Everyone in your life will benefit from it. So please, no matter what you do, always put yourself first. So yeah. So as far as what's next for me in my channel, I would say it's gonna lean a little bit more towards a travel lifestyle with sewing sprinkled in. So I do love sewing. It's always going to be a passion of mine. I actually have a sewing studio downstairs. It's just like I said, the time. I feel like sewing is one of those things that will kind of like drift in and out of your life in certain ways. I'm sure a lot of you who have sewn for an extended period of time have experienced this. Sewing is like a love that will never leave. It's always going to be a part of my channel, but I think going forward, it's not going to be the main part of my channel as it's been so far. So I do love just clothes in general, fashion in general, style in general, and then of course sewing. I will definitely post about sewing. You know, like I said, I have a sewing studio downstairs, so I will post sewing content, but I hope you guys stick around for just my content in general, just to learn more about my life. I feel like the world has just finally opened up for me in a way that it never has before. If you're not in that point in your life, it doesn't mean that you can't get there one day. So just stay motivated and stay determined. Where I'm at right now, I finally just want to explore, and I want to be able to share that with you all. So I have a trip to South Korea planned in May of this year. So I would love to share my travel adventures with you guys to Seoul, South Korea. Please stick around for that. I've actually started picking up the language, so I would love to share Korean language learning videos with you all also. Some of the content that I've been learning with so far is definitely just YouTube. There's so many videos about South Korea and Korean language. So I've been using Talk to Me in Korean. I purchased a book from Barnes & Noble about Korean. Just so many new things that I want to share with you all. So I hope you guys stick around for my travel adventures. Of course, if you guys want to learn more about what I do for work, what it's like in the operating room, I'd love to share that with you as well. Please don't forget my pattern website, rosiepenapattern.com. One of the most popular patterns on there is the Bella wrap top. Everyone loves that pattern, so that would be a perfect pattern for you to check out. I would say it's a little bit more like a beginner can definitely do it. I have instructions, and I also have a video tutorial that can walk you through that pattern as well. So that would be a good place to start. Or if you're an absolute beginner, there's actually someone who uses my bag pattern in a workshop that they do. They just direct them to purchase my pattern and then take the workshop, and I've given her permission to do that. So that would be a great pattern as well, the Mila bag, M-I-L-A. It's my only bag pattern on the website. And the best thing about my patterns is they're all currently $5. So definitely, if you see any other patterns that you like, grab those as well. But I think that's really all I have to share in this video with you guys. Just my life has changed so much, and I think I'm in a place where I'm ready to share more with you all. Like I said, I've been dating, I've been interested in travel. There's just been a lot more experiences happening in my life, and I feel like I've just become older and wiser, and there's more to share with you all. So hopefully you guys stick around. I'm sorry if this video was all over the place, but I just missed you all so much, and hopefully you subscribe to the channel, hit the like video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!